little children are actually very observant. Rather than just simply a Christmas card that says, "Happy Christmas, Daddy," in fact, did little sketches of this, little sketches of that. So I would put in the house, obviously, that would be the first thing I'd put in. Boats, of course, I was interested in, so there were boats in my life. Trains, I suppose I was probably quite interested in trains, even as a little boy. Obviously, I knew where he was writing, 1984, so I would highlight the window from where he would look out when he was writing. And he would look down what is called the Sound of Jura. You could see for miles, wonderful, brilliant horizon, wonderful landscape that he could see. I think he would probably find quite a lot of peace. He obviously had gone to Barnhill. It was not only to write, but also to create the bond that he was beginning to make with me. A lot of the time, he would come down for meals, and we would sit around the table and have dinner. He was very conventional in the sense that it was breakfast, dinner, and supper. That's how it worked. So when he finished writing in the evenings, he would come down, we'd have supper, and we'd go off out, and we'd go fishing, we would go catching lobsters, and he would spend time playing with me, talking to me. My memory of the time that I spent at Barnhill is still quite vivid, surprisingly, even after all these years. Later on, actually, in 1947, we nearly drowned ourselves in a place called the Gulf of Corryvreckan. Coming back, he'd misread the tide table and got himself into all sorts of trouble with a small boat that we were in. There was my father, myself, and a nephew and a niece. The very powerful tides in this particular part of Jura got a hold of us. And we were shipwrecked on a little island. The boat turned upside down. He and I disappeared out underneath it, and we pulled ourselves out. And as it happened, we scrambled ashore, and we probably just said, well, that was a bit silly, wasn't it? But it could so easily have turned into something far more serious. And, it could have been drowned, just as easily drowned as easily as we got ashore. Bearing in mind, of course, I was an adopted child, he was very ill, and he was obviously with TB, so he was very conscious of the fact that TB was contagious. So he had this problem of trying to make sure that he was relating to me as one-to-one, but also keeping himself in the background, not infecting me. He went away certainly once in 1948 to be treated for his TB, which sadly didn't work terribly well because he was allergic to streptomycin, which had been brought in from the States. It was very sad. So he couldn't finish his course, so he came back to Jura after about 6 months. Being away as he was, and also when he was at Barnhill, up in his room, desperately trying to write 1984, not feeling terribly well a lot of the time, meant that he was not able to create the relationship that I think he probably wanted to. Early 49, of course, we went away to Gloucestershire, to Cranham Sanatorium, and then finally into London to a hospital. The creation of the Christmas card, I think, would have been my Aunt Avril's idea that I should do something for my father. He was in hospital, and she probably said, look, come on, Ricky, let's put together something for Daddy, which would be the last Christmas card he would have received.